The worst part about a penultimate episode is knowing that you're one episode away from all the answers, and yet it's just out of your grasp, and you got to sit here and wait another week. We've gotten accustomed to binge watching so many shows that going back to a weekly format like what we have with Foundation, it's like torment because I want my answers, man. I don't want to have to wait another week, but alas, such is the case. Um, yeah, all the cards are on the table at this point, every single piece. Um, let's see, where do we start? Empire goes ahead and uses the bomb. And he does so in a way that is very much, this is my last day on Earth. I'm going to be ascending tomorrow. The council shows up and they demand that he give up Trantor, and he says, "Screw you," and uses the bomb to blow up 3 planets, which destroys Quint's feelings for him entirely, and also strikes fear into the hearts of everyone, and also makes the mule sit back and go, "Oh shit." Um, but also realizing that it's obvious that Empire can't use the weapon on him where he's at, or he would have already done so. So I believe, as the mule says, he has a big stick but a short reach. So obviously something to consider, but it's still not as big of a threat. But it does put a kink in the plans for the mule. Um, Gail is on planet with her strike team. They meet up with her lover, and they end up essentially, they have some discussions, but it all ends up back at the copy of Harry Seldon who's living in the box essentially, right? And this is where I don't remember if we've ever gotten a true explanation of who Calais is, because she helped Harry build this vault, and she gave the other Harry a body. But this Harry, who's inside the vault, doesn't know how. But Gale essentially goes in and wants his help to get up to the station where the mule is, and his condition is that he wants skin and bones. He wants skin in the game. He wants to become what the other Harry is. He doesn't want to just be an empty shell of a man with no emotions and just stuck in this cage. I think he calls it, "I'm at the bottom of the well shouting for help." And she agrees, not telling him that the other Harry, the real Harry, is actually dead. Well, not the real Harry, but the other physical Harry is dead. And when they get out of the vault, she actually casts to her fellow companions, "Don't tell him Harry's dead." And he kind of looks at her, and I think he heard her. I think he can actually hear her thoughts like that. So I don't think he's in the dark about that. But he also gives her a final warning as we head towards the finale, which is, be careful of the mule. Something about his story doesn't add up. So there's still something, the story he's been telling people, there's something off about it. We don't know what yet. We also see Demerzel go into the Prime Meridian and meet up with Callie, and it's a sinister meeting in a way because Callie doesn't explain who she is, and Demerzel is saying, "But if you're not a robot, what are you?" And there's this back and forth between them as Demerzel reveals that she recognizes the place, from Gale's vision, but she also recognizes that it's a location to a library, but it's a location that only she knows. It's a place so buried in the history of Trantor. That's where the robots hid before they were all killed, and only she remembers where that's located. So she says, if Gale is in that space, it's because I told Gale and the refugees of the Second Foundation where to hide, which leads me to this paradox of, did I send them there to be safe, or did I send them there to give them up to the mule? because I believe in the Second Foundation and their hope for humanity, but my programming has me needing to serve Empire. And Callie is like, well, maybe you don't have to decide now. Maybe you can decide later. A deferred betrayal is what she calls it. And then it's very sinister, this meeting. And I'm like sitting here going, well, who is Calais now? I need to know more. And I don't remember if we've ever gotten a full explanation of who she is. And so I may go do some internet digging um, in between now and the next episode to try to find out more. Um, what else? We also see the mule for the first time, I think, in a long time, sort of contemplating the future because nothing is going to go exactly as he planned, and he thought everything was preordained, and then Empire pulls this out with the bombs. So that remains to be seen how that's going to go. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Day gets out of the vat of creepy goo with Song helping him. She believes him now. I don't think she's used the chip. I think she just believes his story. He then goes on a rampage and works his way up the food chain and takes out the leader of Mycogen, grabs the robot head, and he's going to take it back up. And he tells Song, he's like, I'm going to give this to her and I'm going to free her. And he seems genuine in like that his only care right now is to fix the harm that they've done to Zimmerzell, because he really does feel like what they have done to her, what Empire has done to her, is wrong, and that he needs to free her. Which leads me to wonder, because he's taken this head up to her, how this is all going to work. Um, is she going to have free will before when she makes the decision to tell Gail um, where to go hide the people? I don't know. Which also calls into question my earlier thought that Gale was in black hole space, right? I'm guessing that maybe she's not in black hole space. Maybe she was just in a very dark place that's hidden from light because she's hiding. I don't know. I have more questions than answers at this point, and we only have one more episode to go, and I have to wait until next week to watch it. Bah! um, yeah, phenomenal show as always. I think that the thing that makes me the most worried is that this shell of Harry seems to also have ulterior motives, and that he really wants out of the box. He wants to be a real boy, and it's like Gale has to actually beg him to help, and he has conditions. He's like, I want out. And so I don't know what he's gonna do when he confronts her about the fact that she has no way to actually get him a body. Remains to be seen, but that's next week. So stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And of course, catch all the other episodes because I watch a lot of shows, a lot of movies, and we play a lot of games on this channel. I'll see everybody in the next one.